Gonna go on a quick rant here. I noticed that MySpace deleted a bunch of music from back in the day or whatever, and I just thought that I saw a lot of articles posting saying things along the lines of like, "Oh, your old embarrassing band from from high school is you won't be able to listen to that anymore." And I thought to myself like, I never really had an embarrassing band. Like, I remember, I remember telling other people like that. I said this to someone who I won't name, but I said to them that. Sorry, I keep looking out the window because I don't know. Um, but because it's right there. But anyway, yeah, I told them because the type of music that was popular at the time was really awful scene music, and that word, that using that word as like a genre always just changes every 3 years or something. But back in 2000 earlys, I don't know what it was, but I remember saying, yeah, I would rather not be in a band than be in your band. After a friend showed me their demo. And it wasn't that it was bad, all it sounded really good. They did exactly their style, like, well. I just, like, hated the most popular band of that style and all those bands. And I don't know, I guess I'm just trying to say it's just like, it's pretty fucking obvious what's like a fleeting trend and what's not. That's why I waited to start a punk band, like, or a hardcore or melodic hardcore band or whatever the fuck energy is. But like, I didn't. I started writing punk and hardcore and just doing what I loved and what I heard and what I loved in the first place, and just said, you know what? If I can't get enough people together to do this, to have a band, then so be it. I'm just gonna have to wait and see what happens. And that took me a while. It took me until I was 20 years old, going on 21, till I actually got energy together and started everything. So it's just funny. People are like, oh, your embarrassing music from 2006 was no longer available on MySpace. It's just like, I still am proud of the music I made back then, and it's not because I'm older. I remember being a teenager, young teen, early teen. All my friends were in bands. Everybody I knew had a band, it seemed. I was like one of the only people that didn't have a band, but I always knew I would have a band. I just refused to do their music because it was so bad. It's so bad. It was just. And a lot of those people just continued that trend of just, they, a new crop of bands with a new style would start, and then they would start a band in that style. Or everybody changes a lot, like with what's going on, and I think the best thing to do is just be, I mean, this sounds so cliche, but just be yourself. Be yourself. Like, I may not be totally proud of Lost and Found and Cyanide. Like, well, I am actually. I am very proud. I think Losing You Was Finding Me might still be my favorite lyric I've ever written. But, like, I may not be totally proud of that stuff, but it is at least where I was honestly at, and, like, what I was genuinely into, and I wasn't trying to mimic things that were going on around me in some, I don't know, copycatish kind of way. I really bothered me that every few years, everybody's favorite kind of music would change, and I always wanted to do what I ended up doing. This isn't I don't want this to come across as some, like, virtuous, I don't even know if that's the right thing, but I just saw that article. I don't know who posted it, but the headline just kind of keyed me up, and I had a minute alone, so I just wanted to rant. Yeah, if your band was embarrassing in the past, hopefully you're not a trend hopper anymore. I don't know, and it's fine if you were back then. Whatever, everything's fine. I'm not. I'm not mad. I'm just I just think it's funny, I guess. That, and I'm really glad that like my most embarrassing music to look back on is like straight edge anthems I wrote. It's like, oh no. It's like he was writing about like not doing drugs and writing really catchy straight edge songs when he was 17. Like I just don't be embarrassing. Don't write embarrassing music. Just or do write embarrassing music, but just do it from your heart and your soul and what you really just do what you want. God. I don't know. Thank you. Please subscribe below. All right. Yes.